Well, good afternoon, everyone. V Roberts here of Insight to Marketing. I am the author of the Brand and Marketing Planner, and I'm first of all wanting to wish everyone, whether you celebrate Christmas or not, season's greetings, okay? Because this is the time when a lot of us wind down, fasten up our pace, and or switch off and spend time with family. Irrespective of whether or not you celebrate Christmas, I want to send Christmas greetings, season's greetings to you all. Now, the reason I wanted to come live now is because in the run-up to 2020, I think a lot of us have been panicking. Some of us have been festering on ideas. And some of us have even been a little bit scared about what's going to happen next. And so I really just wanted to come on now to reassure any of you that are feeling a little bit stuck. Any of you that are feeling, and good afternoon to those of you that are just joining. Any of you that are feeling a little bit challenged by what you should be doing, that as long as you've got clarity, right, in your business idea, with the people you're around, with the networking events you'll attend, with the way in which you'll be investing in your business, and as long as you've got clarity on the best way to actually strategically grow your business in 2020, you'll be just fine, right? I think a lot of us are panicking about vision and where we're going for 2020 because we're not yet clear. We haven't set out our goals. We're not necessarily clued up on what it is we're trying to achieve. So I just want to say, if you get clear, as long as you get clear on specifically what it is you want to achieve, right? Specifics. Good afternoon, those of you that are just joining. What do you specifically want to achieve in 2020? Do you know that? Do you have a financial goal? Do you have a sense of direction and purpose for what you're going to do next year? Because it's not too early to start thinking about that. We've literally got just a few days left before 2020 hits our doors, right? So, good afternoon, those of you that are in Antigua. Hi, Nana, how you doing? So think about, firstly, what is your vision for your brand in 2020? What are you wanting to do in 2020 with your brand? And what does that look like for you in terms of goals? And set those goals out. Now, if you've got lots of goals, I would definitely advise you to map those out across a specific period. Maybe January, February, March, maybe January right through to August, or even the end of next year, 2020. But don't take on too much, because what I've seen this year is a lot of people that come to me very stressed, very overwhelmed, because we're trying to do too much, right? We're trying to do way too much. And so what I would definitely encourage you to do is to look at your goals for 2020 and write them down. That's the first thing. Secondly, get crystal clear on the best way, the most effective way for you to actually deliver on those goals. So work out whether or not you need to get an extra resource, extra pair of hands. Do you need to outsource something? Do you need to hire help? Do you need to actually invest in training? What do you need to do to achieve those goals that you're actually writing down? Right? Think about what you want to do to achieve those goals. Just give me number 1 in the comments box if you're already in business. Give me number 1 in the comments box. And good afternoon to those of you that are just joining. Give me number 1 in the comments box if you're already in business. Once you have written out your goals and then you write down when you're going to do these activities, right? So if you've got a very big project, maybe you want to launch a website. Maybe you want to start hosting events. Maybe you want to launch a new business, right? You've got to break down that massive project into smaller tasks, okay? So think about what those smaller tasks might look like. For example, with an event, if you're going to be booking an event or organizing an event, you might have different stages of the project. Organizing speakers, right? A risk assessment might need to be completed. You might need to actually book the venue. You may need to actually organize an AV technician. You may need to circulate a briefing document or have conference calls or engage with press. All of those different things will actually lead up to a big goal. And that big goal in this example would be you launching this project, this event, right? So in that example there, I've given you one method of having a very big goal, which might be organizing an event, and then thinking of how all of the little activities you've got to do will affect your outcome. The delivery of the event, the success of the event, the experience at the event, the sound at the event, the number of attendees at the event, who knows about your event. And in terms of business growth for 2020, it's very important you get clear on the tasks you've got, on how big those tasks are, and what you can do to actually break those tasks down so that you're not feeling overwhelmed in 2020, so that you're not feeling stressed in 2020, right? So think about the big goals. Just give me number 2 if any of you have got big goals that you're working towards in 2020. And I don't need to know what they are unless you want to share what they are. What are the big goals you've got? Give me number 2 if you've got big goals for 2020. What is vital is that you have a way of breaking down that massive goal into a smaller set of goals and mini targets, right? And that are measurable so that you can see month on month, week on week, quarter by quarter, how you're performing. Because you've got to hold yourself accountable. If you haven't currently got a coach or you haven't currently got anyone that's working with you, you've got to hold yourself accountable. So actually mapping out all of these things and getting clear on the activities you're doing or the activities that you intend to do is going to help you, because it gives you a wayfinding tool to navigate your own success. All right. So even without a coach, you can still make things happen. All right. And I also want you to think about your budget. All right. A lot of us have sailed through this year without spending much money or investing in ourselves or investing in our businesses. So what I want to encourage you to do is get clear on how much money you've got. What can you afford to spend in 2020? What would you expect to get back from anything that you invest in? Whether that's learning tools, whether that's equipment, whether that's you investing in someone else's project, you sponsoring something. You've got to look at your budget and get clear on what it is you expect back, your return on investment, your ROI. Okay? So clarity is really key, because I think a lot of us in business this year kind of winged our way through things without having much sense of direction or purpose. And my thing for you today is that as long as you're clear on what you're doing, why you're doing it, who you're doing it to or with, and what outcomes you expect, okay, you'll be just fine. And if you don't have that clarity, you need to get clear on that. Hey, how are you doing, those of you that are just joining? You need to get clear on that. So for 2020, ahead of 2020, I want you to think about, what is it you need to do? What's that big tool? Hey, Joshi, what's that big tool, task, or activity that you want to do? And how would you break that down so that you can make it more manageable? Yeah? And I do want you to get very specific. How much money have you got to make this happen? How much time have you got to make this happen? Because it's no secret that if you're not able to make time to promote your own business, to develop your brand, to monetize your brand, to show up consistently, then you won't get the results you want. Okay? So let's get clear. Let's get clearer. Please put the word clear in the comments box if you're still with me and you haven't fallen asleep. The word clear is so important. The whole reason why I actually started this planner back in 2017 was when I started working on it. 2018 was when it launched. So I'm now in the third edition for 2020. Was because I know so many of you find it difficult to get clear on your audience, to understand how to budget, to understand what you need to do to actually achieve sales, to know when to share posts, to know what to share, on what platforms, online and offline. Okay? It's so important for me that I'm educating more of you in business. So please do share this if you find the tips helpful or they may help someone else. Tag someone else in the post if you feel they may need to hear it. When you're in business, if you want to grow, if you want cash flow in and out, if you want to have money to invest in marketing, you want to have money for Facebook ads, print advertisement, business cards, exhibition displays, opportunities to be visible and actually promote your business and show up in the way you want to show up, it's really important that you get clarity on what you're doing in your business. So hopefully you found today's live useful. I've just done actually a live earlier on my Insight to Marketing page where I've spoken about business growth and strategies that you need to consider when building your business in 2020. And that's on my Insight to Marketing Instagram page. But for those of you who are struggling, maybe you've had some challenges this year with attracting the right types of clients, which I know is another big challenge for most of you, organizing your campaign so that you're not doing everything, but you're more focused with regards to your marketing and clearer on the tactics and strategies that will work and give you the best results, right? If maybe you're finding it a bit challenging to know what to post, when to share, what to say when you're actually online, how to record video. I mean, these are areas in which my clients have won this year in 2020 simply by investing with me or buying one of my courses or attending one of my events. And you only have to look at my testimonials from clients this year, which are current, right, to show that I know what I'm talking about when I'm giving advice. And even if you can't afford to invest with a coach, you can very easily go and jump on right now to my YouTube channel for some tips on business growth, sales, marketing, branding, how to sponsor, how to do sponsorship even, right? Even things like crowdfunding. It's all there on my YouTube page. You've got no excuse. But what I will really encourage many of you to do, if you're watching this and you've been stuck in 2019, is to think about where you need to get clarity this year. before 2020 starts. Don't wait until the 1st to do your vision board and wait until the 1st to start mapping out your plans. Actually start mapping them out now so that you have a stronger start to 2020. And if that means you're going to take out half a day to set out your objectives, to write down some financial goals, if that means you're going to maybe invest in a planner and start thinking about forward planning month on month, then that's what you need to do. But what I will say to you is nothing will change in 2020 unless you make changes in 2020. Okay, and the difficulty I've got is that I see a lot of business owners before working with me, and even some that don't work with me at all, that have a really big talk at the start of the year and even at the beginning or the end of the year about what they're going to do, and for various reasons, influences, fear, doubt, poor time management, we're not delivering on what we hope to do. Okay, so my message for you today is get clear, get clarity. Yeah, understand what you need to do, understand what you need to help you do these things, write down your goals, break them down into small chunks, and please, if you need help to get clear, reach out. Okay, I have got, by popular demand, something launching in January. If you want information on that, please just send me a direct message. If you're stuck on how to push your brand, how to develop it, if you want to monetize your brand, or you want to get ideas on how you can be more visible without feeling overwhelmed, how you can plan and get real results, okay, that affect your bottom line, that are actually generating you revenue, okay, please get in touch with me. Just send me a message on my Insight to Marketing page, comment below, drop me an emoji, whatever you feel you need to do to get my attention, and I'll be sure to reach out for you and we can have a chat, all right? Because for me, it's not about the money. Otherwise, I wouldn't have so much free content out there where you could do it yourself. It's about me educating you. Those of you that need help can obviously invest in my services, but if you don't have the investment right now, then just go to the YouTube channel and take action, please, today. But don't wait, all right? Get clear on what you need to do. Get the help if you need it. And obviously, if you need me, then that hashtag is AskI2M. I'm going to remind you, for those of you that are watching, if you haven't yet ordered, the planners are here. Last day for us to ship out your orders is the 19th of December, which is Thursday. So if you haven't yet ordered and you want to order, please make sure that you put your order in before Thursday. And I do want to say a massive thank you to all of you who have actually taken the time and the action to invest in your business well ahead of 2020 starting, because so many of you have ordered that planner and already given me fantastic reviews. So thank you to all of you that have invested, and please do, if you need me, reach out. All right, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.